Now, wasn't Harbin and William older?
Yeah,
Did they ever go in the service?
William did.
Did he?
William was in the Navy,
Was he?
but he was on a supply ship. What he did across the ocean, supplying the areas with ammunition and whatever.
Oh, okay.
He was on a supply ship. And he said that you would be amazed when you're out there in that ocean and you're circling around in kind of like a storm like.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd no end to the depth. And finally, you'd get up enough to where you could get out of that. So he never did get injured. William didn't.
Was he on a ship?
He was on the ship.
Okay.
And I've forgotten which ship Paul was on. The Hornet?
I don't know. I never heard.
I think it was the Hornet.
But his kids would know.
But it's a hard thing to think about war and what it cost and the lives that it took, so many. And they're fighting today.
Mm-hmm. Every day.
And I just think that's awful.
Mm.
But anyway,
Well, I thought it was interesting. I said, do they get any awards? You go, yeah, they got Purple Hearts and other
All
stuff.
that stuff.
but neither one of them ever drew any money from the government.
They did.
Usually we give
They didn't apply for it.
Oh.
You've got to ask for stuff.
Mhm.
And they had so much pride and everything, they never did ask for it.
I know how that feels.
Yeah.
And they wound up sovereign, well off. Every one of them
All
took care.
had a good life, good families.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about? I know you're not talking about Claire's children.
Uncle Jack,
Uncle Jack.
Oh,
a war hero that had multiple Purple Hearts.
Uncle Jack.
And
Gresham?
others.
Now, that write-up in the paper, I may have that somewhere, but don't ask me where. I know his daughter will have it, Lynn.
Great
Yeah.
Uncle Jack, named after Uncle Great Jack.
It's Aunt Inez's brother.
One of my younger
What's his
brothers.
last name?
Ford.
Huh?
Ford.
Jack Ford.
Yeah.
And
Nobody's like
my brother Jack was named after him. He was missing in action when my mama had Jack. And my mama named my brother after her brother that was missing in action.
Mhm.
And then he was found.
Let's see,
Yeah, they found him.
that was in
you better talk.
the
He's
40s.
60, he's 66. Jack, my brother is 66 right now.
Uh-huh.
So your brother was probably in his 20s.
Oh, I think Jack and, Henry didn't get to go because he had a cut toe on his big toe,
Wow.
cutting wood, when they were kids.
Yeah.
Because we
Chopping wood.
well, we had to have wood.
Absolutely.
You heated the house with wood and you cooked with wood
Absolutely.
and all of that. And he cut his toe, so they wouldn't accept him, the
Mm.
Army or Navy or Marines. And it just broke his heart
Mm.
because there went his two buddies,
Mm-hmm.
And so those three boys were the young three of the.
Yeah.
And see, Woodrow died in 25.
Uh-huh.
He fell. My dad was redoing the dining room. And these things that you nail floors to. He come in from school. He was just 6 years old. And was walking those, how kids do. I've done it too. And fell and hit the next one. And he broke 3 ribs and jarred his spinal cord and set up meningitis.
Mm.
In 3 days, he was dead.
Wow.
So that's Woodrow, and he was between Nona and Ophelia.
Mhm.
So that left, four, 15, living.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just, a big family, but a great family, and look how all of them has turned out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a brother or sister that is not married and have a family
Mhm.
and don't have a wonderful family.
Right. Absolutely.
Uh-huh. And of course, nobody's perfect.
Well, and you're not the only one that's living. You have a sister, Nona.
Nona's 93.
Is she 93 or 94?
Her birthday's in January.
And what year?
I'd have to look in the Bible.
Oh, okay.
I have the family Bible.
Okay, that's good.
And,
Oh, it's not part of the Bible. The
It's-
paperwork's in the Bible.
yeah, yeah. It's in the Bible. Well, it's who my mother was before she married, who my dad, where, all about him. And see, my dad just had 2 sisters, no brothers. Just 3 of them. And then here he comes and has 16.
Right.
What was he thinking?
He must have had a great time. They was enjoying life, evidently.
They must have.
But we did have a nice family, and we all worked. Every one of us had a chore.